gonna do a little preface to this video. Now this video was shot in the dark on a whim, spur of the moment kind of idea without the proper equipment, lighting, all that fun stuff. And I'll probably make a much more jazzed up one with some special effects, proper lighting, might have someone actually filming and stuff. But I really feel like this one needs to get out to the public with the 4th of July coming up. And hesitated for a second to make this video because, of course, no one wants to go on the internet and encourage people to light bonfires with gasoline. But I've been realizing more and more as I get older that a lot of the stuff I do, from lighting fires, chainsawing, driving in snow, I can list a bunch of shit. Skiing, a lot of stuff I do is kind of do as I say, not as I do, because I've been extremely lucky. For one thing, I also have a pretty unique combination of strength, speed, smarts, and craziness to get away with doing some things that I probably wouldn't recommend most people do. So anyway, with most videos I do, just when you watch it, learn what you can from it. But I strongly encourage you not to try this at home, because it's better not to blow your face off. And honestly, a lot of this stuff I've learned has been from years of experience, which is hard to teach. You can't teach having the instinct to, for instance, when your friend tells you in the spring when you're congested, can't smell a thing, hands you a yellow can and some sawdust and says, "Here's some kerosene," and you go light the bonfire, and you go, light said kerosene with the cigarette lighter, and there's a whoosh of gasoline. It takes years of experience to learn to block your face so you don't lose your eyesight and just have some minor burns and singe arm hair. And I don't recommend working your way up to that. But that being said, a lot of you are going to doing bonfires, and a lot of you are probably going to be lighting them with gasoline. So wanted to get this out there. Happy 4th of July. So 4th of July is coming up, and I'm sure many of you will be engaging in some pyrotechnics, some lighting bonfires. And here to talk about lighting fires with gasoline. So last year, decided, being almost 40, I'd reform and stop using gasoline to light bonfires because, well, everybody on the internet says it's a bad idea, says it's dangerous, that you blow your face off, and you're absolutely right. You absolutely should not use gasoline to light your bonfire. That being said, I know a bunch of you are going to, and I figured I at least may as well give you some tips as to how to do it without blowing yourself up, because there's plenty of videos out there of dumbasses blowing themselves up with gasoline, when in reality it is not safe, but it is possible to light fires without blowing your damn self up. So, go to rule number one. Rule number one: do not ever throw gasoline out of a can, metal, plastic, I don't care, directly onto fire or embers or anything like that. Most videos I see of people getting fucked by gasoline is them throwing it at a fire, trail comes back to them, lights the can on fire, lights them on fire, lights other ground on fire. That's just, don't do that. If you don't do that, you'll probably avoid 90% of the injuries that people have with gasoline. Second tip I have is actually use some wet cardboard as your base starting layer. That'll slow down the burn just a little bit. So I take some wet cardboard, put a couple splashes, soak it a little bit, soak in gasoline, let it sit for a bit, and go start collecting my kindling. In this case, it's all wet, it just rained. But here's some pine. Put some stuff on. Yep. Making a small little campfire right now, so I already started the big bonfire, I'll show you in a second, but let's just start this one up real quick. Put stuff on there. Take a little more gas. Soak it on. Let it just hang out for a few minutes. Let that soak in there. Don't gotta rush it. Next tip is have an adequately long starting stick. If you're trying to hand start it, like reach a stick in there, I'd say at least 10-12 feet, but I don't really like to do that. I like to throw it in. So I'd take about a 4-foot stick, put it over this gas and soak it. If you have a lighter fluid, diesel, tiki torch fluid, use this instead. But if you just have gasoline, a couple splashes on the end. Alright, there you go. Easy peasy. go find that torch that just rolled away. Let's see. Where did you roll it? So I take one of these heavy loaded sticks. This is the longest thing I had to light it. It's like a tip. Now, got my little propane torch here, so I'll use this. Again, not enough gasoline. Really causing problems. So this might not be there. So toss it. I'm gonna put more on. This is I just soak this or something like this. Put a little paper. Yeah, a little paper here. Wrap some paper around this stick. Tie it off. This is already soaking gasoline, so I'm not gonna do any more. Nobody got their face blown off. This shit should light up nice and good. If I was trying to burn this, again, a couple other things is use appropriate amounts of gasoline. You don't want to put so much in there that it makes a blast zone the size of a small atom bomb. That's not what we're going for here. But first tip, of course, is do not use gasoline to light bonfires. But if you're going to, hopefully these tips